Imagine you're looking for a new house to live in with your family. As you're browsing houses, you come across this house right here. Just by this image, it looks pretty promising, and then you find out that it gets even better because you find out that this house has a virtual touring system where you can look in the house right in the comfort of your own home. As this intrigues you very much, you decide to go ahead and try it, and you launch the virtual experience. As you start the program, you're met with an agent who is talking to you regarding the house. He says, "Hello there, my name is Agent Name, and I'm one of your local North Tree real estate agents for the client neighborhood area. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being a part of our alpha testing program. We're excited about our partnership with Optimix Dynamics Labs to help bring you the latest in cutting-edge real estate technology through nano drones, photogrammetry, and industry-leading machine learning." But what does that all mean? Well, client name, I'm glad you asked. For the first time ever, we've made the home buying process more convenient by bringing the full open house experience to the comforts of your personal digital devices. It's home buying revolutionized for the 21st century. Through a combination of camera drones and thousands of still images, we can now scan and recreate a fully explorable, three-dimensional snapshot of any home. For a seller, that means no more dealing with the inconvenience of multiple showings. For a buyer, you can now browse our entire portfolio while sitting on your couch. We're excited to show you a perfect home in your client neighborhood area. It's a fresh listing from one of our newer developments. But before we can get into all that fun stuff, I'll need to go over some basics of how this all works. Don't worry, it won't take long, I promise. From here, this virtual house tour shows you how to move around. The movement is done with your cursor. We can see here that we have the option to turn left, turn right, and move forward. Now, I think we're ready to get started. I highly suggest that you wear headphones to get the full virtual open house experience. Please keep all hands and feet inside the ride at all times, and remember to have fun. And do let us know if there's anything we can do to improve your experience, because here at North Tree Real Estate, you, client name, are our highest priority. After this last piece of dialogue, we are finally launched into the virtual house. Spawning into the house, we get an overview of the house's price and description. Basically, everything that you need to know about the house. We also have a details button, which allows the friendly agent on your right side to tell you more information about where you're standing. Right off the bat, we are able to look left and right. For now, let's go down this hallway and see where it takes us. To our left, we can find the guest bathroom. The lighting in this room is rather warm. It feels very welcoming. Okay, this is a pretty nice bathroom. Oh, what is that in the sink? When placing my cursor over it, a colorful box appears and no other information is given. When clicking on it, there's still no description of what's going on. Okay, well that was pretty weird. The whole screen just glitched for a second. Let's just continue with the tour. Walking into the kitchen, you're immediately welcomed by a very beautiful light green color filling the kitchen walls. I must say that's a pretty interesting touch there. However, I hate these lights. Who installed these lights? They're obnoxiously bright. It's okay though, I'm pretty sure I can change it once I buy the house. It's no big deal. This kitchen connects to our spacious garage. There's plenty of space for storage, it comes with a workbench, it's absolutely stunning. There's a place to hang gardening tools as well. Oh, I couldn't help but notice that this saw had some type of stain on it. Similarly to the bathroom, when I hover my cursor over it, this weird box shows up. When clicking on it, I heard a door creak open. I began to wonder if somebody else was in the house, but that wouldn't be possible. This is a virtual open house simulator. I would think that I'm offline. When going back to the kitchen towards the dining room, I noticed that one of the chairs fell over. As I walked over there, I couldn't help but notice a person standing in the reflection in front of me. And this wasn't me because the person that I'm seeing is looking the opposite way. However, when I looked around, I didn't see anybody. I began to assume that maybe it was just a glitch. When walking to the living room, I realized it's perfect. It has the perfect amount of space for me and my family. As I made my way back to the entryway, I realized that the front door was open. And it wasn't open before. I tried peeking around with different angles, but I couldn't really see much. I thought maybe the front yard was also part of the tour. I'm pretty sure that the sound of the creaking door that we heard in the garage was this same door. Now I think it was time to take a look upstairs. As we reach the top of the stairs, on our very right side, we get to see a master bedroom. The bathroom was so nice. It had these nice marble walls for the shower, and it also had the same warm lighting that the other bathroom had downstairs. In general, the room was so spacious. The bed looked so comfy, I kinda just wanted to lay in it. Hang on. What is that? Was that just hair that I found? Immediately, I heard a loud thud behind me, so I spun around, but still, I didn't see anything. There's clearly something going on, and I knew that from the beginning, and now it's just getting worse and worse. I walked out to the upstairs hallway and walked into another room. This room didn't have anything specific in it until I turned around completely and saw a whiteboard that simply said, "Don't look at it," accompanied with 4 squares, in which 3 of them were already marked. Well, if I really think about it, I did find 3 strange things, so maybe one more thing awaits me. I made my way to the room right next to this room. It seemed normal at first until I looked to my left and saw a person peeking out from the closet. I couldn't tell if the eyes were closed or open. But either way, I couldn't interact with the person or even click on anything. The only thing I can click on is the detail button. However, it only told me about the laundry room and nothing else. Right across from the laundry room was another bathroom. There was nothing odd in this bathroom. It was just a normal bathroom. It almost made me feel safe just for a moment. The last room was another bedroom. Again, there was nothing weird about this room. It was fairly normal. When I left the room, I thought I can look in this closet here, but I also noticed something on the wall, scratches on the wall. The background music stops completely and is replaced with a very scary ambience. I tried to click detail at the bottom. Something was horribly wrong. My menu bar was completely detached from my camera view. An image of the real estate agent's head flashed on my screen that said, "Don't look at it." What's happening? What does this all mean? All I wanted to do was look at the house so I can buy it for my family. With no instruction, I decided to just walk around a bit until a message error shows up on my screen. Data point corrupted. The current scan has encountered a memory error. Recompiling data from an earlier restore point. Available full scan today, approximately 1 hour ago. Well, okay then. I guess I'll press OK. I spawn upstairs, but clearly it's way different now. A trail of blood awaits me. I can't turn left or right, so I have no choice but to follow it. While following this trail, I'm still frantically trying to turn a different way, but to no avail. It wants me to go somewhere specific. Right at the doorway, we turn around and see a man holding a saw. That man looked familiar. Was that the man we saw in the laundry room closet? Again, I have no choice but to follow this trail. To the left, there seems to be 2 hidden corpses, and right in front of me is the man. And to my right side, I made the mistake of looking at it. we remain in the game. However, instead of moving with our mouse, we're instructed to move with our arrow keys. On the bottom left, a message pops up telling us to rescan the second floor. Before heading upstairs, I tried to look around downstairs, but there was nothing to be found. Following the blood trail upstairs, I looked in every room, starting with the small room with the whiteboard. The message on the whiteboard changed to "It's inside." I then went to the bathroom and the small bedroom, only to find them untouched. Lastly, I went to the laundry room, but the person who I saw in the closet wasn't there anymore. After all the 4 rescans were made, we still get an error at the bottom left. Please rescan master bedroom. That's right, we didn't even open this door. When opening the door, we don't get a master bedroom. Hesitantly, I followed the hallway. Eventually, I got to a wall with one singular photo. As I was trying to get a closer look of what this image is, I hear this. I looked around, but nothing was there. I continued to walk until I found the same wall, except the wall was filled with more of the same photo. What did this mean? I don't know, so I just kept walking. I walked, and honestly, it felt like I was just going in a circle. I looped this hallway at least 5 times. I decided to walk in the opposite direction, just to see if it would change anything. Right around the corner, the agent appears, doing nothing but standing and staring right at you. Approaching him does nothing but scare him away. Following him, we see that a new hallway has been revealed. While walking down this hallway, a message on the bottom left says, "System spawn, it character." There's a timer that shows up on the screen. However, once you reach the end of this hallway, nothing happens, and you realize that you're back to where you started. What? This doesn't make any sense. With no other choice, we walk back down the hallway. Towards the end of the hallway, we hear this. As I'm too scared to look back at the moment, I don't. But once I reach the end of the hallway, I look back, but I don't see anything. As we exit the hallway, we find ourselves in a place that doesn't seem any better. The skybox is full of images of the agent, accompanied with a mess of words. The house that we were just in was in the distance. As I was reading the mess of words in the sky, I recognized basically all of the phrases, except for one of them. Press tab to change cameras. You might be assuming that this here is a cutscene. However, it's not. This hallway leads to a bigger room that has the same pattern all around it. There's nothing else in this room besides a short staircase. We soon realize that we don't have any other choice, so we walk up the stairs. When reaching the top, we get our menu bar back. However, we can't move left or right, and all of our buttons are unavailable, except for one that says, "Make offer." This is where the simulation essentially ends. However, hidden in the credits, we can see something that's pretty interesting. There's an asset called the Father, along with an asset called It. The ending screen, which is the screen shown right now, accompanies you with some lighthearted music, which is pretty ironic considering what we just went through. Congratulations! Offer accepted. Expect a call soon. What's funny about this message is that if you listen very closely to the background music, you'll hear a phone ringing. The reason why I'm blurring this thing on top is because it shows a man from the ceiling, which probably is making you question the ending of the game. Here's my theory. We see an ad for a very nice house, and we think to ourselves, how can someone be selling this beautiful house? From the very start of our tour, we start to see weird stuff. Blood, the saw, the hair, and the scratches on the wall. Even that person in the closet, and also the person in the reflection. My theory is that the person that we saw in the closet is the man we see at the end. We know that the saw belonged to this person because he's holding it. Also, the reflection that we saw has a very similar stance to the person we see at the end. So I'm thinking that this reflection foreshadows what we're gonna see at the end of the game. Who did this person murder? Well, considering that this is a family home and there are 2 bedrooms, one for the parents and one for a kid, I would assume that this is the dad murdering his family. And I say dad because in the credits it says dad. Why would he do this to his family? I don't know. That's where it goes dry for me. I don't know the reason. The character, it, is obviously that weird bloody creature. I'm not entirely sure what this creature represents, but if I had to guess, I would say it represents the evil in the dad, the evil thoughts, the evil tendencies. In all, just representing the horrific thing that he did to his family. Do you remember when our simulation crashed and it made us go back to a version that was saved an hour ago? This version that it takes us to is the crime scene. I would think that after the crime scene, they tried to clean up as much as they could so that we can tour the house. However, they failed to clean up everything, which is why we found so many weird stuff. Which brings me to my theory that either the real estate agent is real and is trying to sell me this house knowing the past and is trying to hide it from me, or the dad is trying to sell me this house, which would explain why the simulation is not official and all these mistakes are being found. I mean, I don't know, there could be so many other theories, but I should mention before anyone takes this the wrong way, if you couldn't notice or realize that this is not an actual house, virtual house tour, just know that this is a game. It's obviously telling a story. I'm just pretending that it's real so we can get a deeper view on it. And the ending, which is the person, I don't know what this means. It could be the dad after he did all of this stuff and realizes, oh shoot, I'm done for. I should just end it here. Or it could be us, the person who viewed the house. Because if you think about it, at the end we walked off a cliff into the darkness, you know, remember that scene? Yeah, this could be what happened afterwards. Or maybe we were playing as the dad the entire time. Because what if we walked off the cliff as the dad and this is the result? What if that man in the kitchen was actually a hallucination of ourself? We were just remembering what we did that night to our family. Like I said, there's probably other theories and many other ways you can go about this game, but I kind of want to hear from you guys. What do you think this game means? How do you perceive the ending, or the game in general? I remember watching Corey Kinchin play this game a long time ago, but I really didn't get the chance to understand it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to remind you guys of this amazing short free game online that you can play. I really like the style of disguising a virtual house tour into a horror game. It's just such a great concept. I love it so much. Anyways, sorry for talking so much. Thank you for watching.